Hi students, this is Brian, and then this is a short video about the cause and or effect style of writing. Now again, this is another kind of thing that we do very naturally. When you get up in the morning, you might think, oh, I feel terrible. Why? What's the reason why you felt terrible? Were you out late too long last night? Did you not get enough sleep? Did you, just sleep funny? Who knows? What's the cause of that action, the fact that you woke up and you didn't feel very good? In contrast, you might say, well, what's the effect? Okay, I didn't get enough sleep last night. Well, I have a test today. Maybe I'm not going to do very well on it because I'm not very well rested in my mind. What might be other effects? Maybe you wake up late. Maybe you'll be angry with somebody. Maybe you won't be able to perform a certain task in the way you want. But you'll be thinking in your mind, even in that instant that you wake up, what caused me to not feel very good this morning, or what caused me to not get enough sleep, and what's the effects, okay? That's just a simple example because your mind, again, is really thinking about these things in a natural way almost all the time. And then when it comes to our writing classes, we're going to be trying to use this type of writing, this cause and effect writing, to look at a lot of different things. And just to give a few real world examples, a person or a historian, for example, might go and look at the causes of the colonial period in Morocco. What caused Morocco to be colonized by France? What were some of the reasons? And what were some of the effects of that? You might focus on the different positive things, negative things, neutral things, whatever, but you're going to talk about the effects of those two things, all right? So that you might, in academic settings, this could be applied to history, it could be applied to business, it can be applied to a lot of different fields, and I think you'll find yourself writing these kinds of essays throughout your academic and your professional life when you leave the university. So just a couple things to be very concerned about when you're writing cause and effect essays is to be very logical and to be aware that you're not going to do something that's illogical. And there's just a few things that you might want to avoid. You want to avoid one thing that is a kind of logical error, that just because something comes after another thing doesn't mean that it caused it. So just for example, somebody comes up to me and punches me in the arm, and then 3 hours later I fall down. Was him punching me in the arm the cause of me falling down? No. Clearly there's no real relationship to that. But sometimes people will make that mistake. They'll say, well, one thing happened in 10 years ago, and that thing developed and developed and developed until this thing. And there may be a connection, but we have to be very careful to show clearly that there are connections between all of these things before we go on. And that's important to think about just in terms of using some specific words that can help you make it clear to your reader what you're dealing with. So you can use words like in consequence to show effects, or as a result, or you might show the cause of the actions. You can even use the words cause and effect. Why not? It just tries to make it clear. You want to use those introductory phrases in each sentence to show the linkage between the previous sentence and the next sentence so that your reader is absolutely clear about what you're trying to do. So in summary, just to say that the cause and effect essay is something you'll do a lot throughout your life, and the main goal of it is to be very analytical, very logical, so that you can convince your reader that your analysis of the situation is valid. Okay? If you have any questions, come see me.